Well, two Bay St. Louis natives are detailing the destruction and loss of life the Maui wildfires have left in its path and what it cost them firsthand.
News 25's Austin Lindsay has the story.
Awful. It was so disheartening to see. I mean, it's not just like one home, it's everything.
Bay St. Louis natives Melissa and Carolyn Faye have lived on the island of Maui for a decade, calling it their paradise. But on August 9th, that would change as something felt quite eerie as the power began to shut off and roadways began to be blocked. Melissa, the oldest of the two Faye sisters, said she was just trying to reach Carolyn to make sure she was okay.
I got through to her. I don't know how. She said she didn't even have service, but I got through, and then her call dropped. So I left that area and went to her house, but it took over an hour to get to her house.
Finally reaching Carolyn, Melissa said she would find her outside.
It was so hot inside. I had the windows open originally, and then I closed them because I had a kitten. There was so much dust.
The fire had just started, not yet taking over the city, as the Faye sisters took a chance to flee to the other side of the island. This is when they heard of the uncontrollable fires sweeping their paradise as they were in disbelief.
I just, for some reason, was like, no, it's not going to get to my house because I live on Front Street, which is where all the businesses are, which is where everything is. And I was like, no, like they won't let it get that far. But then next thing I know, it was like Front Street Apartments has burned down. After that, it kind of like, I kind of just knew.
With the flames came the ashes, left behind by death and destruction all around, impacting the sisters' closest friends and neighbors.
I know someone that lost her 7-year-old nephew. Another kid that supposed to turn 15 yesterday that died in his home because junior year was supposed to start the next day. So he was at home during the fires and his parents were at work.
The sisters say the lack of preparation for natural disasters and devastation was many of the factors that left the citizens of Lahaina and towns around it vulnerable.
We should have been more prepared, not just us as people, but the county of Maui. And when our poles went down, our electric lines went down because of the wind, they were leaking fluid. They didn't turn the electricity off. They failed us.
In the aftermath of the fire's destruction, Melissa and Carolyn raised concerns on the long-term efforts to rebuild from the ashes in Lahaina.
They are not really offering any long-term solutions for housing. There's no plan. Nothing has been said. And that really makes me nervous.
Carolyn says she is thankful to survive along with Melissa because if she decided to wait a little while longer, who knows the outcome.
I think that the timing is great, and I think that God saved my life, to be honest with you. But if it wasn't for her, I would have stayed and I would have tried to, I don't know, once I would have heard something, I would have probably left. I would be in the same boat as everyone else. So yeah, in a way, he did save my life.
I'm Austin Lindsay, WXXV.
And we are so thankful they are okay. The sisters are currently staying at a local resort on the island of Maui. They are so thankful for the help they've received from locals and family members and friends here on the coast. Now, if you want to learn about more families impacted by the wildfires and how you can help, visit the Instagram account you see on the bottom of your screen.